Great business owners surround themselves with great people, but one of the hardest parts about growing our business is getting the right people in the right seats and then keeping them motivated and all rowing in the same direction or moving in the same direction towards the same goals. The way that we've been able to do that at Streamline Financial was by focusing our efforts on building a solid culture in the office and in between all of the team for really all of the members. And having a great culture, you already know, maybe you know the word, but you don't know the impact. I think you do, but it just makes business a lot better. It makes the office a better place to go, or at least the interactions a lot better, and it keeps the team around longer. It keeps the individual all-star players around longer than teams without that sort of focus. And then it motivates others to help each other. What we're seeing is kind of this team of service in our office, and we all want to grow together. So those are a few things. There's many other reasons why it's obvious that having a good culture makes sense. But for us, and by the way, I'm Dave Zoller, and I run a firm with Tim and Luke and Sean, a financial planning firm. And the main thing we did to create a culture here at Streamline was first identify the culture that we wanted. And I'll give you some steps on how to do that. And it's not a set it and forget it thing. It's really an ongoing process. And I'll give you one thing you can do each month that'll keep the culture continually getting stronger and stronger. We found that the starting place for creating this culture was first identifying where we wanted to go and then getting it down on paper. And once we clarified really the vision of where we're trying to go, that's when we were able to make decisions, better decisions around the people who were part of Streamline, the systems that we had, the clients that we were working with, and then really how we're going to find new clients as well. It gets everyone aligned on the same page so we're all moving in that same direction. So, and one way to do this, one way we did it is identify our core values, our core focus, and then the goals, and then review that regularly with the team. Core values are really just the guiding principles of our company. It's how we act as we're doing our day-to-day. A good exercise to find your values of the team and your office is look at the book Traction by Gino Wickman. And he's got the system, the entrepreneurial operating system. He calls it EOS. And that was a great book, really in the beginning stages, that helped Streamline immensely in the early years as we were getting these things organized and really setting the foundation of what Streamline is now. And I wouldn't say that we followed the exact step-by-step system of every chapter of the book, but there's a few core things we did do that really made a difference. That things like the weekly review with the leadership team and then the quarterly rock system, those are two. Let me know if you want to go into another video with more detail on that, future videos. But back to core values. When we identified our 3 to 5 as a team, those are the things we look at when we're hiring, and those are the things we look at when we're also making a decision around firing as well. And those are the things we practice regularly during team meetings and give examples of things that we've seen in the people around us at our office so that we continually see these core values being practiced and get motivated by them as well. So once you're able to find core values, the next step is really agreeing on why you're in business in the first place. It could also be called the why statement, like that Simon Sinek, his famous TED Talk, which I'd recommend if you haven't seen that. So identifying that, and then working together as a team to make sure everybody knows what it is and remembers it. Ours is simple, but it's important because we came up with it together. It's just to remove the burden from our clients' shoulders. Now, we have a few other things in there that are really important to our values, but that's one of the core things we're looking at. How can we remove the burden? So as you can tell, that's nothing too special or unique, but it just gives us a barometer to measure if we're doing the things that actually make an impact in our business and for our clients. Each team meeting will often try to come up and look at individual instances or individuals who have interactions that we saw this burden being lifted. It's either coming from quotes from our clients or prospective clients, or it's coming from within the office, and we're able to identify those. And when we do, it really lifts everybody up because we know that we're moving towards this purpose and we're practicing it daily. It's something that really the core value or that vision that we have, really the lifting burden off people's shoulders. It's something advisors can do. It's something the front desk can do. It's something that the client service team can do. And that makes it exciting for us because that puts us in a place of service and it keeps us rallied around one thing. So that's really the start of the culture here at Streamline, and figuring out those core values and then the vision and why we exist. And then we come up with the long-term goals, breaking it down into smaller periods of quarterly rocks and then even smaller to just make sure we're on track all the time. So the main piece of advice here is really, do you have 3 to 5 core values written down that your team knows about and that you repeat regularly? Even if you're a team of 2 or just one person running your solo shop, writing this down is important because it keeps you focused. and it guides the vision of your company as you continue to grow and helps lead you as you make decisions with people or with those systems or with how you spend your time. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you liked it, please click the like button and then subscribe if you're an advisor, and then I'll see you in the next video. Take care.